Welcome back to the Wizards MyNBA series here on NBA 2K23. And we kick things off here taking on the undefeated Memphis Grizzlies, who are sitting at 9-0 on the season. And they have one of the youngest rosters in the NBA, led by Morant. They also have some other good talent who are also young, like Desmond Bane, Dillon Brooks, Jaren Jackson. As we get started here in Jackson, working Kuzma in the paint, and he's going to get the first bucket of the game, 2-0 Grizzlies. There's Ja kicking it out to Jackson from the point, and he's going to drain the three to give them a 5-0 lead. But now Bradley Beal going to respond here, driving inside right past Steven Adams, and he slams it down to get the Wizards on the board. And then Adams going to come right back, getting the bucket over Porzingis. And the Grizzlies take an early 7-2 lead, and a nice little clutch shot there by Beal. So now it's 11-7. Porzingis working against Adams, catches him with a spin move and gets the layup to make it 11-9. So now later on in the first quarter, Wizards in transition. Porzingis gonna tie it up with the bucket. Morant called for the foul, so Porzingis gives the Wizards the lead. It wouldn't last very long as Morant slams it down, but now here's Deni Avdija getting a bucket to give the Wizards a 21-18 lead now. And now here's Corey Kispert driving in, and he gets the bucket, makes it 23-20. Wizards on a 14-6 run over the last 7 minutes. Now here's Tyus Jones working on DeLon Wright, and he gets right to the bucket to give the Grizzlies a lead back. Now under 3 minutes to go. Here's Jones getting right past Daniel Gafford, just using the speed advantage there. And the Grizzlies have a 3-point lead now. So here's Kispert working against Jones. He's going to drive in, kicks it back out to Wright. He's going to find Will Barton in the corner, and he's going to drain the three to make it 26 all. But then John Conchar going to drive in and slam it down to give the Grizzlies the lead back. So now here's Jones working against Wright, drives inside, and he's going to lay it up and in to give the Grizzlies a 4-point lead. It'd be 30-26 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter here, and Porzingis going to get a bucket over Adams once again to bring it a little bit closer. But then Desmond Bane gonna slam it down, and he gives the Grizzlies a 4-point lead once again. But now here's Johnny Davis driving in. He has to adjust midair, but he still gets the bucket over Adams. So now 34-30, Ja gonna kick it out to a wide open Dillon Brooks, and he's gonna drain it from the corner. So now a 7-point lead for the Grizzlies. And now here's Ja hitting from the other corner. 40-30, the Grizzlies have a double-figure lead, and then Ja gonna slam this one down, getting right past Avdija and Beal. But now Porzingis working against Ja in the paint, and that's a mismatch right there. Morant called for his second foul of the game, and the Wizards not going away, even though they're down by 10. And then Jaren Jackson gonna slam it down, getting right past Porzingis and Kuzma. So now Beal passing it inside, Porzingis, a mismatch once again, he's gonna slam it down. So now 9-point game. And then Monte Morris drives inside, gets the layup, makes it a 7-point game. So now here's Dillon Brooks driving inside, and he gets right past the defense, and a 9-point lead for the Grizzlies halfway through the second. So now Porzingis is going to hit this three right in the face of Morant, makes it 48-42. Now Morant coming right back at the Wizards, getting right past the defense once again. Now an 8-point game. So now Morris working against Bane, and he's going to get the bucket there to make it 50-44. But then quick shot by Jaren Jackson off the inbound, and the Grizzlies not letting up here, but now wide open Corey Kispert. He's going to drain this one to make it a 5-point game. So now the Wizards in transition. Here's DeLon Wright driving inside, and he gets the bucket. So now a 3-point game, but Jaren Jackson gets Porzingis jumping, and the Grizzlies go back ahead by 5. So now Wizards in transition, and Kispert has to adjust, trying to go for the slam dunk, but gets the layup anyways. So now we're tied at 54 here, 2 minutes to go in the quarter, and Conchar gonna get the layup to give the Grizzlies the lead here. Now look at this play. Tyus Jones is trying to throw the lob, but it ends up going in the bucket for 3. Like, he was trying to throw the lob here, and it goes right in for him. That was a crazy play. So now here's the pass inside to Zaire Williams. He's gonna get the bucket. That makes it a 4-point game. And at halftime, the Wizards are down 63-59. And now we're into the third quarter here. Here's Monte Morris driving inside, kicks it to Porzingis. And I don't know how Ja keeps ending up having to cover Porzingis, but that's a big mismatch. But he's going to dunk it on Kuzma to make up for it. So now a 3-point game here. Porzingis passes inside to Avdija, and he gets away from Brooks. So now a 3-point game here, and Ja, I mean, the Wizards just cannot stop this man right now. It's just ridiculous. And now Bane gonna pull back for 3, and he drains it to make it an 8-point game. And now here's the drive in. Bane again getting the bucket, makes it a 10-point game. Now Porzingis trying to bring the Wizards back into this one, and he gets the bucket and the foul. Adams called for his 3rd foul of the game. And now here's Rui Hachimura getting into the paint, and he lays it in. Clark called for the foul. So now a 6-point game here, but then Dillon Brooks going to get the bucket over Beal. Now an 8-point game, and Ja going to pass inside to Clark. He's going to lay it down. So now a 10-point game. Wizards not playing well defensively, and then Beal's just going to shoot this one up over Morant. Hits the 3. Now it's a 7-point game. And then the lob fails here, so now the Wizards in transition. Here's Johnny Davis driving inside, and he's going to slam it down. So it's a 5-point game now. So here's Barton on the pick and roll, gets it to Gafford, and he's going to slam it down. So the Wizards, again, not going away in this one, but their defense has to get better here as Tyus Jones gets the bucket there. So now 3.5 minutes to go. Johnny Davis going to drain a 3 from the point to make it a 3-point game. And now here's DeLon Wright driving in, gets right by Jones, and now it's a 1-point game once again. Porzingis lays it up and gets the bucket. So it's a 1-point game heading into the 4th quarter, and then Ja gonna just slam it down for the millionth time in this game. Now Will Barton gonna pull up uncontested, and we're tied at 98 now, but then Ja once again, I mean, this is just a complete mismatch. Nobody can cover Ja here, but then Porzingis gonna tie it back up at 102 apiece. So now Wizards trying to take the lead here, and Monte Morris going to lay it up, and it's a 1-point lead for the Wizards. But now here's Dillon Brooks getting right by Barton there. He gets the bucket. And once again, Ja Morant just putting on a show here. And now they're starting to pull away as Brooks misses the 3, but it's rebounded by Adams. He's going to kick it out to Clark on the other side, and he drains it. So now a 5-point lead for the Grizzlies. So the Wizards trying to keep this one close. Here's a layup by Morris. He gets the bucket to make it a 3-point game. And now here's Beal working against Bane. Porzingis with the pick. He's going to lay it up here, and now it's just a 1-point game. But now Morant trying to take over here. Short-range jumper goes in to make it a 3-point game. 4.5 to go, and then Brandon Clark just going to drive in. So now a 5-point lead for the Grizzlies. Adams going to pull up, gets the bucket over Porzingis, so now a 7-point lead. And then the alley-oop to Jaren Jackson really puts the icing on this one. So 9-point game, and then one more time for Jackson. And the Grizzlies win this one 128 to 121. The Wizards were definitely game in this one. They definitely put up a fight, but the Grizzlies were just way too much at the end of the day, as they remain undefeated. Kristaps Porzingis had 41 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks to lead the Wizards. Beal had 17 points, Morris had 12, Barton had 11, and Kispert had 11. On the Grizzlies side, Ja Morant had 35 points and 7 assists. Tyus Jones with 22 points off the bench. Jaren Jackson with 20. Steven Adams had a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds. So now we go to the sim games, and the Wizards lose this one to the Hornets 109 to 104. Beal had 30 points, Porzingis 15 and 14, not enough to get the victory for Washington. Terry Rozier had 31 points, and LaMelo Ball has a triple-double, 14 points, 15 rebounds, and 11 assists. The Wizards would bounce back, though, with a big victory over the Mavericks, 106 to 92. Beal had 29, Kuzma had 22, and Porzingis had a double-double against his old team. And on the other side, Luka Doncic with 29 points, Christian Wood at 18 points and 15 rebounds, but obviously it wasn't enough for the Mavs to get the victory. So the Wizards do bounce back, and they'd win a very close one against the rebuilding Utah Jazz, 125-124. Beal had 25, Kuzma had 23 points, 11 rebounds, so he has a double-double in this one. And Jordan Clarkson and Colin Sexton with 22 points each, and Lauri Markkanen has 19. We'd end up rematching the Grizzlies a couple of weeks later, but this would just be an absolute blowout, 131-102. Porzingis 26 and 13, Beal had 25 points, and then Jaren Jackson with 32 points to lead the Grizzlies. Ja Morant had a double-double, 26 points and 10 assists. Desmond Bane with 19. And in the final sim game before game number 2 of this video, we beat the Thunder 114-102. Beal had 32 points, Kuzma was 16, and on the flip side, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has 21 points, and Giddey has 15. Dort has 15 as well. So played game number 2 of the video, and we're taking on the Miami Heat, who are really struggling so far this season. We're at 8-7, they're at 6-9. They're not having a very good start to their season, but Tyler Hero trying to be the hero for them in this game as he gets the first bucket. But then Monte Morris going to get it to Porzingis, and he lays it in as Bam Adebayo is called for his first foul of the game. So now 3-2 for the Wizards, and then Porzingis from the wing going to hit this 3 to make it a 4-point lead for the Wizards. But the Heat are a pretty damn good team as Kyle Lowry takes it into the paint, gets the bucket. So now 2-point lead for the Wizards, and then Porzingis misses the initial shot, and then he gets it right back and puts it in. And he scored the first 8 points of the game for the Wizards, and then Bam Adebayo misses, gets his own rebound, and puts it back up. So now Wizards with a 5-point lead. Adebayo right back to the paint over Porzingis. But now here's Bradley Beal working against Hero. Adjusts midair, and he gets the bucket. So the Wizards looking really good so far. Monte Morris going to feed Porzingis right in the paint. Porzingis with 10 points already in this game. But then Adebayo comes right back with a slam of his own. So now 4-point game here. Kuzma going to lay it up, and he gets the bucket to make it 17-11. Now Porzingis working inside. They're starting to double team him. It doesn't even matter. He's going to get the bucket there. So now here are the Heat with the ball. Here's a pass out to Max Strus, and he's going to drain this 3. So the Heat starting to come back a little bit, but now here's a drive in. Will Barton going to slam that down to make it 21-14. So now Victor Oladipo gets right by Corey Kispert, and he gets the slam, make it a 5-point game. Oladipo, of course, a DC native. Well, at least a Maryland native. Close enough, you know. And then Hachimura is going to block this alley-oop attempt. Now Daniel Gafford going to take it down the court, slams it down, and that gives the Wizards a 9-point lead. So now here's Kispert driving inside, and he's going to get the bucket over Oladipo. So an 11-point lead for the Wizards. And now here's DeLon Wright draining the 3. And this is starting to turn into a blowout, ladies and gentlemen. As here's Will Barton laying it up, and he gets the bucket to make it 32-17. So now here are the Heat. Here's a pass to Omer Yurtseven, and he's going to dunk that to make it a 13-point game. Then a big steal for the Wizards. Here's Gafford again. Passes inside to Barton. He's going to slam it down. So the Wizards take a 15-point lead into the second quarter. And it's only going to get worse here for the Heat as Porzingis gets Bam to jump and gets the bucket there. Now here's Johnny Davis working inside, working against Lowry, and he's going to get the bucket. So the Wizards double up the Heat's point total right now, 38-19. Then Porzingis over Lowry now, 40-19. And now here is the 3. It is going to go in for Hachimura. 43-21 is the score now. And now Davis going to kick it out to Porzingis on the wing. And I don't even know why Lowry's even covering him over there. I mean, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And then Kuzma going to slam it down. Adebayo called for yet another foul. And it's getting ugly here as Strus is blocked by Avdija. Avdija is going to pick up his own block, and he's going to lay it up, get the bucket and the foul. And the Wizards are starting to rout the Heat here. And then here's Kuzma laying it up. It is just too easy for the Wizards here. And then Kuzma going to shoot a 3. He's been really inaccurate with 3 so far this year, but he drains that one. And it's starting to be a blowout here. But Lowry not going out like that, though, as he gets a bucket there. And then here is the drive by Hero. He's trying to be the hero for the Heat today. But, I mean, he's going to have a much more heroic effort if he wants to come back in this one. As DeLon Wright drives it, takes it to the hoop, and he gets the bucket. And then Wright once again. I mean, this man is fearless when it comes to driving into the paint. And the Wizards just continuing to pour it on as Kuzma hits another 3. 65-40, time winding down, then Kispert from the corner gonna drain it. Everybody's getting involved in this one. Everybody eats, and then Beal gonna drive in, and he only gets his 6th and 7th point of the game at that point. It's 70-41 at halftime. This is just a complete blowout. Porzingis with 19 points and 5 rebounds. Hero has 14, but he's just not doing enough, apparently. Lowry hits a 3, however. Here's a pass inside. Morris going to get the bucket here. He gets his first bucket of the game, and it's a 30-point lead for the Wizards. But, I mean, did you really expect the Heat to give up that easily? Of course they're not going to, as Oladipo gets the bucket there. Now Hero going to pass it over to Martin. He misses. Adebayo gets the rebound. Now Oladipo from the wing going to drain that. So 74-49 now. And then the alley-oop to Bam. So, I mean, they can take that all day if they want. They're still losing by a lot, and it's only going to get worse as Monte Morris gets his second bucket of the game. And now, here's Beal shooting the three, and he drains it. I mean, Beal's having a really quiet day at this point, but it doesn't matter. The Wizards are just hitting whatever they want to hit as Porzingis gets the bucket there. And then Dwayne Dedmon gets blocked, and now the Wizards in transition once again. Here's Johnny Davis passing it over to Kuzma, and he's going to slam it down. So a 27-point lead at that point. Now 4 minutes to go in the third. Here's a pass inside to Gafford. He's going to get the bucket. And again, the Wizards just doing whatever they want to do here. And Barton hits the three. He has 13 points at this point. So now we're into the fourth quarter. Vernon Carey in the game. He's one of the reserves who doesn't get any minutes, and he gets a bucket there. And Kispert going to slam it down on the drive. I mean, just a great performance here for the Wizards. Kispert going to hit the three. And usually the Heat play much better defensively than this, but they're just getting picked apart as Bradley Beal gets the layup. And now he's going to shoot a three. So now he's getting all of his points in garbage time at this point. And the Wizards end up winning this one 131-100. So no free tacos or anything like that. But great performance there as Beal has 29 points. Porzingis has 23. Kuzma gets 15. Barton 13. Kispert 13. And DeLon Wright with 10. And Porzingis with 5 blocks as well. Kyle Lowry led the Heat with 18 points. Hero had 17 and Adebayo had 15. But a rough game for the Heat in this one, to say the very least. So now we sim the rest of the month of November, and the Wizards beat the Hornets, getting revenge this time around. 115-112. Porzingis with 31. Beal with 27. On the flip side for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball, no triple-double this time. He had 27 points, however. Rozier had 19, the former Wizard Kelly Oubre with 17. And now to the second game, and again we play the Heat and we blow them out once again, 134-115. Beal had 35, Porzingis 25 and 11, Barton with 21. And on the flip side, Bam Adebayo 29 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists. Hero had 19, Strus had 15. And then we beat the Heat once again, 113-107 this time much closer, as Beal has 25 points, Porzingis 25 points, 13 rebounds, Kuzma added 13, Adebayo 27 points, Hero 22, and Lowry with 14. Then we play the Celtics and we actually beat them in Boston, 117-114, Beal with 27 points, Porzingis and Kuzma both had double-doubles in this one. On the flip side, Jaylen Brown with 31 points, Jason Tatum also had 31 points, Robert Williams III, 14. And now we take on the Timberwolves and we beat them 118-113. Beal with 36 points, Porzingis 25. Gafford had 14 off the bench and 12 off the bench for Barton, 10 for Kuzma. Anthony Edwards had 30 points. Karl Anthony Towns, 23 points, 13 rebounds. And D'Lo Russell, 13 points, 12 assists. And in the last game of the month of November, we blow out the Nets 136-94 in Brooklyn. Beal with 30 points, Porzingis 24 and 17. And on the flip side, TJ Warren actually led the Nets with 29 points. Kyrie Irving had 22, Durant had 16. James Harden, I believe, is injured right now, so very unfortunate for the Nets. As we take a look at the Eastern Conference, and we're slightly ahead of the Bucks and the Cavaliers right now, and a few other teams. We're at 15-7, and we are the number one team in the East as of right now. But Cavaliers, Bucks, Knicks, Hawks are all right behind us. The Raptors and Bulls are up there as well. The East is very, very close together as far as like the top teams who are in playoff consideration at least are concerned. The Celtics are 11-11 right now. The Sixers 11-11 as well. But I got to attribute that to early season blues. And the Grizzlies are undefeated at 21-0 right now, leading the West. And then the Warriors, the defending champions, are right behind them at 16-6. Trailblazers are actually 15-7. I guess a healthy Damian Lillard definitely helps out a whole lot. The Lakers not looking too good right now at 9-11. And the Kings at dead last with a 4-16 record. For the month of December, we're going to be playing both LA teams. We're going to play the home game against the Lakers, and then we'll sim the next few games before we play the road game against the Clippers. So if you guys are hyped for the next video in the Wizards MyNBA series, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new as well, turn your notifications on to join the notification gang. That way every time I upload a video, you guys will be notified. And we're going to keep this mofo rolling here on Cas Crate Gaming. If you want to see more from the channel, check out the playlist and the video in front of you.